Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's been a couple weeks since I did the unboxing of my Ulta haul that I did a little while back. We're just gonna test all these products. Now, I did try to record this video before Thanksgiving and I had technical difficulties with my microphone, and then I was trying to salvage it on editing and it just didn't work out, but you will still get the same reaction and thoughts of these products. So the first product I'm gonna go in is with the Maybelline Master Prime Primer. I have not used Maybelline in a hot minute, but I am really excited. Ooh, that's a lot of primer. I do like Maybelline a lot as a brand. They have really good products, and ooh, this is really moisturizing. It's a very thick primer too, so hopefully makeup is going nowhere. Plus it feels really hydrating as well, which is good because like my face is doing so bad this winter so far. It's acting like SpongeBob. I need water and it's just been like a nightmare to maintain. I know I already have dry skin, but I feel like I have like no moisture at all to it. Even when like the humidity tries to hit, it's just, oh, sorry, I was about to open up this NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation in the shade Natural Tan. I also love NYX so much as a drugstore brand. Just gonna put it on my Pure Cosmetics beauty sponge and just add it. When I bought this foundation a while back, I'll link the video down below too of my haul. I was starting to get a tan because I had just got back from Kauai. Now that I haven't really been outside since I've come back, my face is starting to go back to the foundation shade I was using before. So this is gonna be a little darker. But yeah, speaking of Thanksgiving, I hope you guys had a very good Thanksgiving. It is one of my favorite holidays. Let me know what traditions you guys did. Let me know what you got on Black Friday as well. I did a lot of damage, not as much as I've done in the past. And the biggest item that I purchased is a Nintendo Switch. Oh, and Sonic Mania as well. I had also purchased Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2, but I returned it because I already have it for PS4. On PS4, I bought Soul Calibur, and what else did I buy? Rayman Legends, and I am ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. I need to get Spyro for PS4, and I need to get Let's Go Eevee. Super Smash Brawl comes out soon. Let me know if you have a Switch, let me know what games you have, and also for PS4. And I'm also working on, and I've been saying this for a while now, I am just missing some equipment that I need for streaming video games on Twitch. Griffin has been helping me a lot getting set up with that, and I just really need a mic right now. The mic that I use for filming is different from one that I need for streaming. But going back to this foundation, it's really full coverage. It blended in nicely, and I think the primer was a huge help, honestly. Like my face doesn't feel too dried out right now. I lost the cap. I did not purchase any foundation powder or setting powder, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. I do have like little breakouts along like my cheeks right here, so I think it did a really good job hiding the little pimples that I got. My pores don't look emphasized at all. I do have some concealer though. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer that I am gonna try for the under eyes, and I picked up the shade Natural Beige. I'm a huge fan of the foundation, so I am really curious to see how this concealer works, especially how it rivals Shape Tape, because that's my go-to concealer, and that's what the applicator looks like. For a concealer, this looks like a pretty huge bottle. Like it looks like a mini foundation bottle, and I'm just gonna add a little bit, nothing too crazy, just to brighten up the under eye. I'm just gonna buff it out. All right, this might be a little too light. It is thick, man. I was not ready for that, but hey, that's good. Conceal, don't feel. Gonna pat it all over the eye. And I cannot believe The year is already almost over. 2018, what did we accomplish? Let's see. Well, bought a house. That was probably the biggest milestone of 2018 for myself. And then I switched jobs and I love it. Life is good right now. I thought 2018 was gonna slow down. I was wrong. So 2019, I hope it really calms down, honestly. But I really like how this blended out. I have the Ofra Midi Palette Toasted Cashmere. So we're gonna add some bronzer and some blush. I'm not gonna add highlighter. I have a separate highlighter I wanna test out. This is the Versatile Matte Bronzer. And then this is the shade Sheer. I almost said Share. Cheer. Okay, so I'll just do 2 swatches for you. Ooh, okay. That seems pretty light, but it's okay. We can build it up if needed. Ooh, okay. Let's just go 1 and 2. For me, the bronzer, it's a little light, but I really like light bronzers because you can like really build them up to how you want it. You have like more control. And then this blush, okay, I used to really be for the really dramatic blushes, but like the soft pink and peach blushes lately have just been my go-tos. I don't know, I'm just branching out more, which is something that I really thank filming for, of just really getting me out of my comfort zone. I normally am always open-minded about everything. It's just like nude lipstick was just really scary for me, and so were false lashes. I'm just gonna go in with my trusty bronzer brush, my Morphe E34, and we're just going to bronze up. Wait, I always do my forehead first. Oh well. Oh, I got like a little highlighter when I dabbed in. Shiny forehead, sweet. But like, what are some of your makeup fears that you think don't look good on you, but you're just afraid? And what do you want to try? My best advice for you is just try it. Like, I've tried pink lipsticks in the past, but I've realized I was using the wrong ones, like the bubblegum pinks. It's just overpowering on my skin tone. But if I use like the muted pinks or like the nude pinks, it actually doesn't look too bad. It kind of just gives my lips enough. It's not too dramatic, it's not under dramatic, it's just enough. And then I'm gonna take my Real Techniques blush brush and I'm gonna go in with the blush. I only went in with 1 layer of bronzer because for me, that was just enough. And I'll probably only go in 1 layer with blush as well. Normally, I like to be a little extra and go overboard. I love Ofra bronzers, blushes, highlighters, liquid, everything. Especially their highlighters. Like, I've hit pan on multiple shades, especially Rodeo and Blissful. Getting like little palettes like these are just my go-tos because I always need like to restock. And these are really good for travel for me. That way I don't have to, you know, bring, you know, multiple compacts, where I can just have what I need right here. Especially I have a bronzer, I have a blush, and a highlighter. I'm good. Just for reference, I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna swatch the highlighter, and this is one of my favorites, Rodeo. I'm just gonna swatch it next to the blush. Oh, look how pretty that is. It's just beaming. That little palette right there is going to go by super fast for me, just because I can get a lot of uses out of it. And then let's add the highlight. This is the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Snow Flushed. They had this one and another shade. Ooh, yeah. This one's like the more iridescent pink. And then the other one was more gold. Ooh, yes. I really like this packaging. Like, I thought the bow was super cute. Let's just swatch it next to the bronzer. Oh yes. And let's go in with the Morphe E61. Yes. MAC is definitely one of those more prestige brands that I first tried when I got into makeup. I didn't start really using makeup until like sophomore year of high school. I don't know, it was never really my thing. And then once I started getting into it, I was addicted. And especially being in product development in the biotech industry, my interest has skyrocketed even more, just because like how products are developed and packaged, like all that time and effort. And I love art, so packaging I'm a huge sucker for as well. So I just have like all these passions and hobbies and career lumped into one. I really like how this just added a little bit of pop. Oh, and you can see Rodeo there, right there, making its appearance. We are gonna test out the Anastasia Sultry palette. I am really excited. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. They do have a little bit of fallout. Their shadows are very workable. They're super pigmented, super blendable. And oh my gosh, I have been using these palettes since the Amrezi palette came out, and I've been like, I need every palette. I don't, but I feel like I do. I almost passed on this palette because I'm like, I have every shade in this already, but honestly, that packaging is what sucked me in. If you already have a bunch of these shades and you don't need more, it might not be for you, but if you are looking to trying out a new palette because you need some neutrals, or the one that you're using is, you know, almost all out, you know, definitely give this a shot. Swatch it in Sephora and Ulta. I know you can't always base everything off swatches, but it gives you an idea of what you're getting yourself into. I know that probably sounded not the best, but you know what I mean. And if you love glitter eyeshadows like me, this is a very, very fun palette to use. Like, I love my mattes, but glitters just hold such a near and dear to my heart, and those are always the ones that hit pan first, aside from my transitional mattes. I changed my camera setup, so I'm still getting used to how to swatch. So we have Fresh, we have Pearl, we have Steampunk, and then we have Rose Quartz. Ooh, that's what they look like. When I first did the video, I accidentally took Steampunk and then I rubbed it in Rose Quartz, and then I was like, oh no. I love it. Now, they're very pigmented. Like, there's like pretty evenness between from start to finish of the swatch. Now, these two, Steampunk and Rose Quartz, I have a little bit more fallout than the others. We're gonna add Ember, Bloom, and Birch. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that is pretty. I love all these. I like how they added Bloom just for an extra pop of color. And let's do the bottom row. We have Cinder, Twig, Teak, and Dystopian. I was like, how do I say that? Ooh, that one was my favorite so far. They all are. I can't just choose one. All right, Dystopian looks a little patchy. He might be workable. And then we have Cyborg, Slate, and Noor. Ooh, Cyborg. I think that'd be like another good highlighter too. Or for inner corners, or all the above. Ooh, that is a matte black. Holy crap. I'm sitting here between Twig and Birch. I think Birch might be better to build up on my crease and base. I think Twig would be also as good. It just won't show up as much for me. What are you guys doing for the holidays? I am going to Florida. It was a great place growing up. It was somewhere I just could not imagine still living there, just because it's a different culture than North Carolina. But for me, I don't think I would have grown as much of a person, and obviously I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I think for me, it was really good to go to a college where I knew no one. It kind of forced me to, you know, make friends. Making friends has never been an issue for me, but moving to a state where you know no one and trying to, you know, make friends for your college career, that was like definitely uncomfortable situation, but it was totally worth it for me. And it has rewarded me so much that I could never repay my alma mater. Shout out to the cats, man. Shout out to everyone that's been on that journey with me so far. Ironically, today I ran into one of my old roommates from college. Thought we were on bad terms, but we talked and it was actually really nice. So we might be meeting up at some point just to kind of put things in the past and just move forward. Especially if we're gonna be living in the same city or around the same area, might as well. I think you grow as people, and that's what we're gonna do. Hope so, at least. It seemed genuine. I'm going to take dystopian and darken the outer corner. When we were friends and roommates at the time, I feel like we were just still like in immature parts of our life. And now that it's been some years and time has passed, I think that's something that can help us grow as people and friendships. We'll see. I hope it works out for the best. Sometimes I can be too forgiving and I just end up getting hurt over and over again. It's hard for me. My friends don't want me to get hurt and they've seen that. They just don't want me to be taken advantage of, and that's something I really appreciate my friends for. So I really like dystopian. It's just harder to blend out, and that was the patchy one. I just don't want it to look too harsh. I'm gonna leave it like that. I might clean it up with the crease shade again. I miss my friends. You go from college where you're spending every waking minute with them to being, you know, 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours, and it just seems like impossible. And especially when you have conflicting schedules, it's the hardest. Okay. Wait, this eye is so much better. Do you ever have one of your eyes that cooperates better or worse? Cause that's what's going on right now. Tomorrow, hanging out with Catherine, really well, exceeded my expectations. The troublemaker products for me was the Beauty Bakery lipstick and the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer. My favorite product, I don't know, I really like this MAC highlighter. I like the blush I have on right now. The eye look is Nice Soft Glam. This concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like Ulta, if you like hauls, unboxings, any of these wonderful brands that I mentioned. Please leave me a comment of what your favorite product was. Do you have tips and tricks on how to use these products? What do you recommend at Ulta? Please make sure you're subscribed before you leave, and I'll see you at the next video.